Hey guys. Well, in this video, I wanted to discuss my thoughts and ideas now that it's been 2 weeks in DUMAGUETE and I'm in the house. So first, the the first things that you hear about are the dogs, the chickens, traffic. You hear about the trash and lower economic viability of the population, and all of that is true. Um, but at the very time, same thought, I've noticed that I have not seen one person be upset or yell or cuss me out. Every single person, from the hotel to people at the mall to people just on the street, very, very nice. Everybody says hello, has a smile on their face, and that, when you're trying to acclimate yourself to a new country, that is very important, and at the same time, I'm saying hello to people as well. I don't want to be that awkward American who decides that he's going to be the domineering, angry, person. I really do want to acclimate myself to the people in the culture. The biggest issues I've seen is the chickens and the dogs. I hopefully here now in the new house, I won't have that problem, but I did, as I was moving in, this gang of dogs, I guess, wanted to attack another dog, and they were out behind the house just going after each other. So I'm hoping that is not the case every single day, every single hour of the week, type thing. But I've driven to about an hour's drive north of town and had lunch at a really nice restaurant right along the beach. And I've driven down the coast as well, and then up to Valencia several times. I did have a problem with a couple issues, and I'm not going to blame anything, but I was up at Valencia, a steakhouse that I'm not going to say it at this point, and I went in for lunch, and right before they opened up at 11 a.m., I arrived, realized that they were still opening up, so myself and two Filipina families were there. We were out on the patio, and when they opened up, everybody walked in, sat down at different tables, and we're talking maybe 8 tables at most. And so 3 of the tables were occupied. And I took a seat by the window, a double chair table over by the window, so I didn't take up a larger table. And everybody got their water, but then I noticed that the other 2 families got their menus right away. I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. So the waitress comes by about 10 minutes later and says, have you received your menu yet? And I go, no, not yet. So she runs over and apologizes and gives me the menu. And I was going through it, and she was still standing there, and she says, what would you like? And I go, oh, sorry, I just got, I don't know what you have, so give me a minute and come back and take my order. And she says, okay. So she goes off, and I go through, and I notice that they have baby back ribs and several types of milkshakes. So I wanted to order one of those. And so I put the menu down on the table, and I'm just enjoying the scenery. It's a really nice, open area. It looks like they're gonna make a water park as well. So it's a pretty big complex, and so a few minutes later, and nobody's come by. A few minutes later, and et cetera, and I'm looking at the clock, and it's it's past 11:20, and so I've been waiting about 10 minutes. So no big deal. So the waitress comes by and starts filling up the water for the other two Filipino ladies, and then doesn't stop by my table, either to refill water or take my order. I'm like, wow, that's strange. So, and it's not just that waitress, it was several men as well who came by with filling up water. So I was hoping that one of them would have said, hey, sir, can I take your order? And what is going on here? Well, 11:45 rolls around, so now I've been waiting for 30 minutes to place my order. And at this point, I'm starving. I haven't had anything since breakfast at the hotel. So I got up and went up to the counter where the cash machine is, and I slammed my. I didn't slam it too bad, but I made sure that they were aware of me, and I said, look, I've been waiting for 30 minutes now. You have not taken my order. I don't know if it's if you think a foreigner is much more easier to not notice in a restaurant, but I don't appreciate it, and I will not be coming back to this horrible restaurant. And I walked out. They didn't apologize. They didn't, try to resolve the problem. They just didn't do anything. So I got on my motorcycle and headed back into town, into DUMAGUETE, and then had lunch, downtown. So that was the only negative thing that I can remember in the last 2 weeks since I've been here. Everything else has been great. The malls have been swamped. The traffic is bad, but you can live with that. That's not a problem. But I'm happy that I got a house right away. It's not as cheap as I wanted it to be, but I figured that, and it doesn't have the land that I wanted, but I figured that it's a brand new house. Everything is brand new inside, and it's fully furnished, other than the washing machine, that I didn't have to spend money on. So I figured at least for the time being, 30,000 pesos per month is good for me. In a year, I don't know where I'm going to be in a year. I could be in Cambodia, or I could be here in the Philippines still. And then if I still want to stay, then I will. If I want more land, then I'll find a house where I can, have more land. But right now, I'm happy. I'm 5 minutes from the beach. I've already found a restaurant right along the beach that I like. Very cheap. Like for tonight, I had dinner there, sweet and sour chicken with rice, and I had 2 banana milkshakes with it, and it came out to be 600 pesos. So, when you're looking at how much cheap that is, it's not much at all. With today's currency exchange rate of 58 cents and above that. So I'm very happy. I'm relaxed, and now that I have the house, I can start working on exploring the countryside and driving around. Might do an overnighter elsewhere and things like that, but I'm very happy, and and a thumbs up for the Philippine people and things like that. So that's it for tonight, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks, guys.